Hey everyone, today I'm going to be trying my hand at making some school supplies. A craft company called YouDoIT was kind enough to send me some supplies which I'll be using to make 3 projects. The first is this embossed tarot notebook. I'm starting with this square of fake leather fabric. I'm making a cover for this watercolour notebook, so I'm going to mark out the size, allowing an extra 2 centimetres around the edges for seam allowance. Next, I'm using some tape to mark out the real size of the notebook so my artwork fits properly. I've decided to create a drawing of a sun using a black permanent marker, and I'm tracing round objects to create perfect circles because I don't trust myself to freehand it. If you mess up or you smudge the marker, don't worry, you can use some rubbing alcohol to erase your mistakes. And if you don't have rubbing alcohol, hand sanitizer is pretty much the same thing. I'm using some on a Q-tip. Once I finished the design, I decided to add embossing powder. I've never used it before, so I did a bunch of tests on scrap fabric to make sure I wouldn't mess it up. It sticks to wet surfaces, so all the areas you want to emboss will need to be drawn with a marker first, and then you pour the dust on top. I worked in small sections, as you can see. All the excess dust I just brushed off onto a piece of paper, which I then used to dust the next section. This way, none of the powder is wasted. I gently used a paintbrush to remove the dust from sticking in places that I didn't want it to. Now this is the really cool part. When you run a heat gun over the dust, it melts in seconds into a beautiful gold texture. It reflects the light so beautifully. If you know what's happening here scientifically when the dust melts, please explain it in a comment because I don't really know how this works. Remove the tape and then glue the cover onto the notebook. I clipped it down to hold it into place while it was drying. And this is the finished notebook. Next, I'll be decorating a canvas tote bag. I was inspired by the Patagonia logo and I wanted to recreate it using red, yellow, green and blue. I freehanded the mountain designs and used a ruler to keep my lines straight. Then I added these strips of colour for the sky, creating the outline first and then filling it in. Make sure you have a piece of paper on the inside of the bag to prevent the colours seeping through because these markers are really pigmented. As you can see, I'm leaving a tiny gap between each bar of colour similar to on the logo. Makes the design look really retro. Lastly, outlining the mountains with a thicker line helps to make the design pop. This is the finished bag. I take it to uni every day and I've got it next to me right now as I'm editing this video on the train. Lastly, I've got these really cool patterned tapes and I'm going to try and make a note card holder. Using one of my note cards for reference, I'm folding the tape over to a little longer than I need. There's no specific measurements for any of this, I just worked with the size of my note cards. Once you've made a front and a back piece, use a craft knife to cut them to the same size. I find that cutting duct tape with scissors is just a mess, so definitely use a craft knife and a ruler if you can. Use this strip to connect both of the panels together. Then I'm adding an extension to one of the panels, which will make the flap that folds over. Unfortunately, the video where I connected the side bits was corrupted, but it was the same as how I connected the bottom piece just earlier. Lastly, I took some small pieces of Velcro and I hot glued them to the flap and the front. And this is how the note card holders turned out. All the materials I used are linked in the description box. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day and I'll see you in my next video.